Hello Taurus! It is my intention to share with you today the reading that is going to provide you with the map of the energies for the month of November. I'm just going to take one single minute to tell you that the reason why I've taken so long is because my previous setup was quite messy and it was a hassle, and honestly I had to prioritize the Spanish readings. But right now my setup is simpler and it's updated, so that means that hopefully I should be able to deliver to you the readings on time. So, and the surprise right now is that I have two cameras, and right now I'm trying a different setup when it comes to the images. Before I did it like this, give me a second. I'm trying on different layouts, cause before I had it like this, but I'm just playing around with this right now. But I think that it makes more sense if I put it like this. As soon as I can grab this. There we go. Yes, that's it. See? I think it makes more sense. Yeah. So anyway, we have two cameras, which means that you can look at the reading and also you can look at my face while I'm speaking. So that makes things more interesting. So yeah, let's go right into your reading then, Taurus. Let's see what comes up for you. And the way I'm gonna do this is... Hello, Ella. I'm going to draw 3 cards for you right now from the Aleister Crowley deck, and this is gonna be the main theme for your month. So, and then we're gonna clarify that and get some advices and all the usual things when it comes to your reading for the month of November. Thank you for giving me an answer that's clear, direct, concise and precise, so that everything that Taurus can know, those allow them to make better choices in the future, because it is my honest intention to help you guys out, and if I have the chance to do so, then why not? Alright. Look at this! While shuffling, you get the 2 of Cups, which is the card of love. This is a month of love. And that suits you perfectly because you are Venus. Taurus is ruled by Venus, which means that you are a sign that loves things. More earthly than your brethren, your sibling Libra, which is also Venus ruled. But still, this is something that, in fact, you can take a look at this. It's Cancer in Venus, which means that it's a nice coincidence. But let's draw 3 cards for you then, Taurus, and we can understand further why is it that during November you will be seeing things from a loving perspective. First message, second message, and the third message. And let's see. So your first message for November is the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, which means that this could very well mean that you are overcoming a failure or a setback from the past, or that you are coming back into alignment with yourself. So it's a nice card. It means that you are transitioning from this feeling of I don't know if what I'm doing makes sense to alright, I think I'm getting the hang of this. I think I'm starting to love this, even if it doesn't really make sense, even if it didn't look like a lot. I think right now the effort was worth it. So that's what I'm feeling. But when it comes to the second message, you have the 8 of Cups. So what I'm seeing right now, what I'm feeling is that November is gonna be a month where you will be getting closer to love. But the reason why that happens is because you are seeing the truth in your illusions. So any emotion that is not clear, any emotion that is distorted, any emotional well-being that is not being met during November, you will be seeing that so closely that you will have to address it. Because if you don't, you will be not following your love impulses, your love and desires. So again, you are going to be approaching your own love by clearing up the distortions or any kind of confusions when it comes to your emotions. And then, by the third message, you have the Sun reverse, which means that it's gonna be a tough month. Why is it gonna be a tough month? It's gonna be a tough month because it's so strange, because you have the card of love here, And that card means that it's gonna be a month revolving around connecting with others and sharing yourself with others. And then at the start of the month, we are seeing that it's gonna be about you not wasting your time in idle activities, you trying to transition yourself from a phase that was a little bit unsure about your talents to a phase where you can actually love what you're doing. The way you're going to go about this is that November is going to be showing you your illusions or any emotional distortions or any emotional needs that you're not meeting. Anything that you are really desperately need emotionally, you will be seeing this face to face. But the problem is that it's going to be overwhelming. Why is that? Because you have the sun reversed. And the sun reverse means that it's going to be a good month. It's just that you're not going to like it. Because probably you want to be still. It is Scorpio season. And come to think of it, the fact that it's Scorpio season means that you have to practice doing that which you don't like. That which doesn't come easy to you. What is that? That is letting go. That is learning how to love death. Yeah, because you know Taurus is really in love with life, and you like building things, you like keeping things, you like nurturing things. Not as much as Cancer, but then again, you really do appreciate the earthly aspect of your lives. But during November, which is the start of the Scorpio season, you will be forced to look into the things that you think you love, but you don't. You will be forced to consider what can you do to love the things you're doing even more. And this process is going to be a difficult one because with the sun reverse means that you will be having difficulties in expressing yourself or just being yourself. But because I want to deepen the understanding of this reading, because I want to give you good content, I'm going to draw some clarifying cards to see further on what can I tell you about the month of November. So this is going to allow us to understand things better. And when it comes to the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, you have the Lovers. It's a theme I haven't seen. It's like it's about you learning how to love the things you do. Not only that, it's about you learning to do the things you love. And when you do the things you love, it's about loving the things you do then. So everything in your life, you have to love it. And if you don't love it, you will drop it. And if you don't have it, you'll have to look for it. Because maybe you are coming from a past where you had a very tough failure when it comes to love and relationships. Maybe you invested a lot of time in a relationship, or maybe you invested a lot of time and effort in a dream which didn't manifest. And then you have the Eight of Cups, which means that the emotional need is still there. And you have the Knight of Cups in the reverse, which means that the emotional need of love is still there. It could be self-love. I don't think so. I think it's more akin to enjoying the experience of loving someone else and having someone else love you for who you are without being afraid of losing them. So it's experiencing this emotional roller coaster without falling from it. Because I feel that you fell from it, or I feel, as I said, that you invested a lot of energy and effort into something that was quite important to you. But then that didn't manifest or didn't go the way you expected it. And of course, not only that causes a broken dream, it also causes that aching of I want to live that experience. I want to live an experience that doesn't end in failure, basically, probably. And it has to be about love. And then when it comes to the sun reverse, it's like the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands in reverse. And that makes complete sense because I feel, and this is very common, this is what's been appearing in many readings right now, and it's about overcoming your own shadow. When it comes to Scorpio season, that makes complete sense because everything I'm telling you right now is completely logical when you understand yes, exactly, it's broken heart. Everything I'm saying right now is very easy to understand when you understand the story that has been taking place in the astrological realm, so to speak. And it comes from the start of this year, which is when we were in the Neptune phase. And that was facing your own pain and having to face it without the chance of escaping it. So you had to feel the pain. And basically, many people failed during this phase, many people suffer a lot, and right now it's the time when we had to turn this around. It's the time when we have to say, alright, yeah, I suffer a lot, but I still want to live this, so let's find a way where we can let go of this pain and go into tomorrow like if it was a new day, without the trauma or the pain from the past. So it's about love, disappointment. It's a very Mexican drama, what I'm seeing here, with all due respect. But it's the truth. It's like you invested a lot of time in a dream, that dream failed, you were left with a wound, and also with the desire to live that story. And right now, during November, you have to overcome that. You have to face that pain, because you have to transform it into your greatest strength. That's Scorpio. It's transformation through death. But the thing is, what the Tarot is telling you is that the tendency you have right now is that you will not participate in life. You don't want to participate. You don't want to show yourself. You don't want to expand. You don't want to share yourself with others. It's like, you know, you have this feeling, you know, you have this longing of an emotional relationship, but it's like, no, I don't feel like it, you know, fuck this. It's like, nah, I think I'm just gonna chill here. I want love. I'm feeling this wound because this dream is still there, but I can't be bothered today because, you know what, it didn't work in the past. It's the same thing as like 2 other signs that I've done so far. Aries got this. So far, what can I tell you, Taurus? The November is gonna be a month where you will be seeing your own behavior. What behavior? That you were very disappointed in the past, and you still have this longing, but you're not doing anything to fulfill it, because you're in pain. You're in pain because you don't have it. What? The experience of love. Knight of Cups in the reverse is when it's over, the 8 of Cups. It's like you haven't met your knight in the shining armor, so to speak. Or maybe you met him, but he disappointed you very badly, which broke your heart in a way that is also breaking your faith. In the sense of, this partner, this person I'm looking for, doesn't really exist. And it's not about a person, it's not about, because it could be many other things. But what I feel that the best way to express this is that you are longing for an experience where you have someone on your side that is supporting and has empathy for you, and that cares for you in a very authentic way. You haven't met that person, or you haven't been able to meet someone who you can give your love to, and that makes it very difficult for you to deal, because it's taking away from your enthusiasm. That's what I'm seeing with the final cards. With the Sun reverse and the 5 of Wands reverse, it means that you are not willing to put up a fight, you're not willing to participate, you just want to... You want to find love, but you're not willing to go through the process of meeting people, because you think you're gonna be disappointed. What's the point? It's gonna fail anyway. It failed in the past, it's gonna fail again. So... because I don't want to leave you with this energy, I'm gonna draw you 3 more cards, and these 3 cards are gonna be the advices I can give you. So, where is my cat? Oh, I bet he's in the kitchen eating the bread. Anyway, I'm gonna give you 3 cards right now. It's gonna be the advices. And the advices are gonna be like the things you should focus on if you want to have a better experience during November. And the first thing you should focus on is the Prince of Cups. Instead of missing the past, instead of over-idealizing what happened, I think you are over-idealizing because of this. I'm not saying the previous relationship or experience was bad. I think it was good because the lovers is still there. It brought you lots of harmony, but it's done. It's done. So instead of mourning the past, how about you looking to the future? And more than looking into the future, how about you project your emotions into your ideal future? You know, it's like, I really want this. or this is what my ideal relationship looks like. This is what I want. This is the person, this is the way that person behaves. This is the way he treats me or she treats me. This is the way we're gonna be feeling. I'm gonna be feeling about him, and he's gonna be feeling about me. You know, because if you project your emotions into the future, then you're dreaming about something that can manifest, and you're gonna be feeling hopeful. On the other hand, if you miss what's done, then you're gonna be wasting your time on a past that cannot be changed. That's basically their message. The second advice is the Two of Wands in the reverse. Do keep in mind that there are options to find love, it's just you're not taking the path. Like there is a literal, the reason why you cannot find ways to fulfill that emotional need is because you're not even trying. You have the emotional need, you know you want to experience that, but it's like, nah, it's not gonna happen, or there's no way to manifest this. Yeah, that's what I said at the start. What I said at the start, before I started talking about the partners, I said that November was about coming to terms into doing what you love and loving what you do. So if you're doing a job that is not working, I don't think you're going to take it, because the emotional longing for having another job that is very authentic and more in alignment with yourself is going to be too much to bear. And if you force yourself to keep working in that job, in that shitty job, you're going to be diminished. You're going to be like very down and without any kind of enthusiasm. Because why? Because November is a month where you have to face the very fact that you need to love what you do, every aspect of your life. Like for a Taurus, so a Taurus loves the routine, and he loves building things, and he loves the stability. So he's going to try to find the easiest way, because Taurus doesn't love working. It doesn't mind, like Taurus doesn't mind working for what he wants, but the ideal lifestyle of a Taurus in general, very broad terms, is about enjoying the things he has already built. It's about enjoying the present and not working, because that's more Capricorn or even Virgo. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So you love this stability, you love this security, and you love this security so much that you're willing to compromise your happiness in favor of security and stability. So you may not like your job, you may think your job is really miserable, but if it's bringing you stability, it's going to be very tough for you to leave that in favor of finding something you love. And November, and when it comes to Scorpio season, that's not gonna work, because you have to love everything you do, you have to do what you love. So yes, it can be related to jobs or work. When it comes to the third advice, is the Three of Wands, which means you want something, go get it, because it's not coming to you. If you refuse to participate in the ups and downs of life when it comes to a challenge and getting what you want by growing up and being brave about it, if you're not willing to do that, then you will not get what you deserve, because there's no reward to those who don't show up to battle. I'm gonna say that again because it was very messy, but the message is you have to be willing to show up if you want to win any kind of prize. So if there is any kind of emotional need, if there is any kind of emotional longing, do keep in mind that November you will not be feeling like participating in the challenges of everyday life, but I feel you still should do it if you want to accelerate not getting what you want, just becoming who you want to be. That person who goes after what he wants, without being afraid or questioning like, oh, there's no path, well, I'm gonna make one, because this is what I really want. So let's draw some clarifiers then, while I take the time to read the chat. Your partner is your perfect mirror, and the more you resist that, the more you make it real. It doesn't mean that if you drink, your partner is going to be a drunkard as well. It doesn't mean that. It means, the threat of a mirror means that if you believe you're a victim, then most likely than not, you're going to be partnered up with someone who abuses you. Because it's mirroring your tendency to become a victim. So it can mean being the same thing, behaving the same way, but it doesn't have to. It goes way deeper than that. It goes to the fact that it's like your perfect mirror in the sense that it feeds your inner subconscious tendencies. So yes, it's your mirror, and if you're, I'm gonna be very honest here, but if you're complaining about your partner, what does that say about you? Because you were with them in the first place. I never complain about my partners, not even if they were abusive. I rather learn about how to be better, because that's the point of life, to grow up, to become better. So when it comes to your advices, Taurus, the general advices were that you have this emotional longing, but you're not taking the steps or the required actions to fulfill it. Why? Because you first say, there is no way I can do this. But in reality, it's not that there is no path, it's that you don't really have any kind of virtue. You are not brave enough. You are missing bravery. You need to be bolder if you want to fulfill that emotional need. It's very important. That's why it's showing up. But let's go deeper than that. Let's give it another spin to this. When it comes to the Prince of Cups, you have the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles means that you really want to have this. You really want to enjoy this concretely, this emotional experience, this dream, this... No, you don't only want to dream it, you want to live it, you want to have it, which is great. If you really want to have it, you need to start manifesting it. And the best way to manifest something is to go get it. And the Two of Wands in the reverse has the Death in reverse, which means that, oh, okay, I get this. What you need to change during November, Taurus, is your tendency to say, you know what, I don't mind, I can be comfortable here. I don't have to change my ways, I don't have to do something different, I don't have to force myself to do something I don't want, because there's no way. So if it doesn't come to me, I'm not going to go to it, because if it doesn't come to me, there's no way to have it. That is a fallacy. If it doesn't come to you, you have to go to it, towards it, because it's your dream, and this life was meant for you to create your dreams. Pay attention to what I said. I didn't just say receive. I didn't just say wait for. I said create. And create means active and proactive actions. Are you acting? That's my question to you. Are you acting? Are you going after what you want? First question though, do you have this desire for something you are not having right now? Could be the perfect relationship, could be the perfect partner, could be the perfect work. Do you have this longing? Most likely yes, because every human being has it. The second question, are you doing something to get it? Most likely your answer is going to be no, or maybe not as much as I could. If that's the answer, then that's what you are not willing to change. You're going to be very stubborn about this because of the Death in reverse. No, I don't have to do something different. I don't have to, it's not my fault. It's not my responsibility, and I don't want it anyway. Like, I wanted it, but right now I don't want it. You little liar. You do want it. It's just that you're justifying your fear. And I totally get that. You know, fear makes you do stupid shit. Fear makes you give excuses. Fear makes you rationalize your actions. Don't do that. If you're looking at this video and you want my advice, you have to be brutally honest with yourself. Do you really want something or not? Yes or no? There's no kind of yes, kind of no. That's a mediocre answer. Do you want it or not? Yes, I do. Alright, act. Go for it. Because your tendency is going to be, I'm gonna chill. And Scorpio season is telling you that's not gonna fly. You have to change that. You gotta be more proactive because it's not gonna come to you. And when it comes to the third advice, the Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords, and this is the reason why you have to do this. These two cards are the reason why you have to do this. And I have a comment saying, yeah, exactly. Just as I pull these two cards, I have someone, Cristina Basualto, saying, maybe we lost our energy in other things or in bad people. I think that's the reason why I do not make something for me. Thy bravery is lost. But it's time to change that. Yes, exactly. The reason why you're not feeling like it is because you had a shit past. You had a very tough experience, past experience. And this past experience has made you feel like there's nothing you can do for yourself, which is a lie. But the only reason to see through the lie is by breaking it. And the only way of breaking it is by facing it. And face your suffering in a conscious way. These two cards are saying, you know, you have to do something to free yourself, because that's what you're longing for. Probably you're longing for the freedom to be who you really are, without having to, not only without listening to people being negative about it, but also you want to be who you really are with people who value you for who you really are. So you know this, you know you have to overcome yourself, you know you have to start freeing yourself from the limitations you have put upon yourself. Oh, I cannot trust this person because I don't really trust people. Oh, I cannot take that action because I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not gonna try this because I don't want it, it's a lie. Oh, I'm not gonna do this because I don't know how to do it, and if I don't know how to do it, there's no way to do it. Obviously, you could learn. I mean, every time you want to manifest something new, you have to go through the learning process. There is no avoiding that. But if you want to think that there's no way of going about that, then feel free to enjoy your own limitations, because your comfort is gonna become your cage. And you know this, you're trying to get out of it. So do it. Do it. Take the actions. They're gonna be, you have to be brave. It's gonna feel like shit. Because you don't want to. You don't feel like it. You have it right here. You see? You have the sun here, which means I want to be free, but tomorrow, because right now I'm feeling too lazy. I don't give a fuck about life. I just want to sleep. No, you don't want to sleep. The truth is, you don't want to face life, because life is being too tough on you. It's demanding too much action from you, and you want to chill, but you don't actually want to chill. If you wanted to chill, you would be happy. You're not happy. You are chilling right now and you're not happy. So do you really want to chill, or is that a lie? See, it's not about mysticism. This is not spirituality, you know. Yeah, me drawing the cards, that's spiritual or occult, whatever you want to say it. But the deductions, the stream of consciousness, the thoughts I'm telling you right now, it's not mysticism. This is logical. If I really wanted to chill, would I be feeling miserable if I'm chilling already? No, because this is what I want. But I'm doing this, I'm not feeling happy. Maybe I have to do something else. Oh, but I don't want to do that. That's too exciting for me. Maybe you want excitement. I think that you want excitement. It's just that, sadly, and this is, I'm conceding a point to you. This is a point I'm going to give you. Maybe right now the times are being a little bit too exciting, a little bit too intense, a little bit too Scorpio, which is a paradox, because if you want to go the route of Taurus, you can do so. You can be chill, you can be still, you can just enjoy your world, that's fine. But the thing is, I intuitively feel that anyone who chooses to stay at home and be chill is gonna feel miserable, because it's gonna be feeling disconnected. Disconnected from what? From their emotions. Emotions about what? Emotions about sharing life with people around you. Because in the end, life is not about building things, it's not even about enjoying things, it's about sharing things. Sharing your experience with others. If you're isolating yourself, you are effectively cutting one of your main fuels of your inspirations. Feeling good. How do you feel good? Not just with yourself, but also sharing your time with others. That's being sociable. And, well, do consider it. If you think you're a lone wolf and you can do this on your own and you don't have to take any different actions and you don't have to learn and you're happy with that, dude, teach me how. Because I want to learn that. My moon is Taurus. And as far as I know, the more I try to chill, the tougher it gets. Because it is time to be brave. So right now I'm drawing you 3 cards. And these are going to be the keys of wisdom. And the keys of wisdom are going to help you develop the perspective that is going to make you natural for you and spontaneous to make the better choices. So hopefully, just by you listening to this, you will make better choices in the future because you will consider these concepts. And let's go with the first concept. Number 1 is 6 of Pentacles. You are doing well, Taurus. Success is within your reach. The steps you're taking right now are promising you will have your harmony and stability intact. So it is not a tough month when it comes to pressure, you know. I don't feel you're being pressured. I don't feel you're pressured. I don't feel you're desperation or struggling, you know. This is not about struggle. This month is an easy month when it comes to earthly matters. You're fine. Or at least if you're not fine, you got plenty of chances to be fine. There's chances around you everywhere. It's what that card means, you know, success. It doesn't mean that it's not the 10 of Pentacles, so it's not like you will have your perfect job that it's going to give you everything, but it's a 6. And the 6 means steady progress. You're making progress. That's good. Second one is the 3 of Pentacles. How about you take this progress and make even more progress? That's the way you get to the 10 of Pentacles. You don't stop. You never stop. You just keep going. That's the principle of infinity. You are never you never stay still, actually. You always have to keep building. So why is this? Because that's what makes progress be actual progress and not the end. So I guess what I'm trying to say with these 2 cards is a very interesting concept, and it's that never be satisfied. Never think it's the end. Never think it's the end. Never think it's, oh, okay, I'm done. Yeah, this is done. This is like, there's nothing else to do about it. There's always something else to do about it, and that's fine. I'm not talking in a very like compulsive way. It's like there's something always to do. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying that there's always progress to be made. So the learning process is everlasting. It never ends. If you really understand this, then you will not stop. Then you will not say, oh, I can't do that, because you can develop it, you can manifest it, you can create it, you can learn it, and you can do it. You could be, this is something everyone knows, you know, talent exists, but discipline is way better than talent. Discipline is what gets everyone to be successful in the long run. Talent gives you short success. Discipline, diligence, being responsible, showing up again and again and again is what gives you everything, like true lasting success. And then we have the 8 of this is justice. This is the 8th major arcana in the reverse, which means that don't lie to yourself. If you're not seeing progress, it's on you. If you're not learning, it's on you. If you don't have the things you want, it's on you. Your inner balance is out of whack, basically. This is probably because you've had very tough experiences, and those experiences have left you with a very unstable center. However, this is something that this is the effect you are carrying with you. It doesn't have to be your result. It doesn't have to be the final outcome. It's just something you're dealing with right now. You're dealing with your own subjectivity. You're dealing with your own limitations that you need to overcome because you think these limitations or these difficulties come from the outer world when they don't. those limitations, those difficulties are coming from yourself, from your own twisted perception of reality. And why is it twisted? I'm gonna draw 2 more cards. These are going to be the last. Sorry about that, Merlin. I'm gonna draw the last 2 cards to see why it's twisted, and then that's it. So the reason why your perception of reality is skewed, it's because of the following: Knight of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Look at this coincidence, man. Like, do look at. Can you please like take a time to rewind this video, like 5 minutes, and listen to me speak. What's the process to get to the Ten of Pentacles? I was looking at this card and I was talking about, and then I saw this, and I said, well, if you want to get to the Ten of Pentacles, you never stop. Well, look at this. Look who showed up. Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. It's like you never stop. You never stop. If you're not making progress, you stopped. It's on you. And I love tarot so much because this is so nice. The way this reading ended is so fitting to what I was saying, which means that we got it right, Taurus. I think we nailed this. To most of you, hopefully. It means that you are off your center because you're not moving with your path. You're doing something and then you stop. You're doing something, you move a little bit and then you stop. And it's like you don't stop. You need to keep moving. You need to keep going. You need to go beyond your mark. In fact, if I can share with you a little bit of advice, a principle from martial arts, I think, yeah. If you want to hit someone, if you want to give a proper punch, if you want to properly hit someone, you don't aim for this place. You don't aim for the cheek. Because if you do, when you are hitting, you will stop here. Because you're aiming for this. If you're hitting the guy this place, you gotta aim this way. Because when you hit the person, you will go with more force and you will go... I don't know why I'm teaching you this, but whatever, let's go with this. You will not hit this place, you will be aiming from this. Which means that you're gonna be moving beyond your targets. That's exactly what you need to learn. You need to go beyond your target. You need to be so good, you need to be so committed that... Let's say you're looking at this goal right now. How about you pressure yourself into reaching this height? Let this be your goal anyway, but go aim for this. And when you aim for this, you are sure to end up somewhere around here, over your goal. That's the best way to go about it. So, yes, that's what I can tell you right now, Taurus, and I really honestly hope this reading has been making sense to you from the bottom of my heart. It was a little bit messy. I'm still trying the setup and the formats, but yeah, whatever. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me and for trusting my words, because it is my honest intention to help you out, and it is, hopefully it's gonna be manifesting like that. And I wish you the very best. If you want to contact me, you can do so through the mail in the description box right below.